Yo, yo, yo. Welcome to Boxing with the Mandem. Toks is back.
Yes.
I literally had to grab this guy to come here.
He kidnapped me, guys. Just call police, please. No, I'm joking.
I had to get this guy to come here because this week has been a mad thing.
Nah, but it's good. It's good. Nah, this week.
It's a good week of boxing.
It's crazy. Like, literally, like, this guy don't even, you know how deep it is, yeah? He don't even want to talk to me about boxing no more unless it's on this platform. Basically, literally, he's like, shush. I don't care about your opinion or that. I'm like, but bro, da. He's like, no, I've had enough. only on this platform.
Bro.
I hear you,
but it'd be like that though, because
listen,
sometimes we'll be having some good conversations and literally he's dropping. I'm like, wait a minute, the public need to hear this. They need to hear the view of the boxing with the Mandem. So let's start off with the first news that happened earlier this week. Dillian Whyte, AJ, Dillian.
Listen, I keep telling people, Dillian Whyte's got a smile on his face. He's happy. Let him get his money. Why are you guys against people getting the bag? Cost of living's happening. They've allowed Dillian to earn again. I'm happy that he's earn. Dillian's all slurring and that. No. It's boxing's damaging him, guys. Like, let him have his little fun hurrah fight with AJ. They were enemies at one point. He's going to have his last payday. Tyson's giving him a little piece as well on the way out. You get it? Like, it's not a great fight, but it's better than Ngannou. You get it? Like, no shade, but it is. Let's be real. So I'm just screaming that, look, my man's promised you Wilder in December.
Yep.
If he don't promise you Wilder in December, I'll be angry. I'll be there with you. I'll be like, what? What, you lot are going to do a cash-out fight for Dillian and you're just going to give me another dead fight? He's fighting Wilder in December. I swear it's December.
Yeah.
Or sometime. Either way, they promise to fight each other. Can Joshua, can he have an easy fight or something? Wilder can have an easy fight in between as well. I don't mind.
Oh, they all have easy fights.
Wilder's screaming he wants some Andy Ruiz before Joshua. I'm just like, that's a good fight.
Yeah.
So, you know, sometimes it's a case of, look, there's a bigger picture. At the end of the day, people are boxing. They're putting their lives at risk. They're putting their mental at risk. They're putting their physical at risk. They're trying to earn a coin for their family. And they give you a lot of entertainment for it. But they're going to give you the fights they need. But at the same time, they want to earn. So let Dillian Whyte get his last hurrah. Hopefully he retires after that into the sun. You get it? I think it's a good fight. I don't have a problem with the fight. I'll tune in if I can, but I'm not gonna be on a boycott mission for the fight. It's not that deep.
With the Dillian Whyte and AJ fight, what I like about it is it's a fight where both people want to fight each other, and there's still the possibility that Dillian Whyte could win. And that's what I like about the fight. I like the fact that both fighters can win that fight. And it's like there's some element story, there's a narrative, there's a journey, there's entertainment to it.
If Dillian Whyte beats AJ, then Dillian Whyte now has to see Wilder. So I'm not mad.
Exactly. What annoys me with the Tyson Fury, Francis Ngannou fight is that it's just an anything fight. And there's real boxing business that needs to be dealt with. Now, I'm gonna say this on record. Tyson Fury is the worst heavyweight champion in history. The worst. I've never seen a guy. He's won the title, defended it against the same person twice, and then he's defending it against Dillian Whyte, and then runs off into the sunset. Is he taking a piss?
You know what it is, yeah? Like, man don't even like putting on capes for fighters, innit? So I'm not gonna cape for nobody. I'm just going to say it as simple as this. The lineal champion in the heavyweight division, what's his name?
Tyson Fury.
So, like, if we know that's the top man of the division and the heavyweight division is the top division of boxing and the top man of the division wants to misbehave, whether you call him an idiot, a fool, you hate him, you throw stones at him, you throw bricks at him, I'm screaming, he's your bad guy. Take your popcorn, take your seat, enjoy the show. Mayweather was the bad guy at welterweight. We need bad guys. You can't. Have you not watched Scarface? You know, say hello to the bad guy. Sometimes you need a narrative in it. You need a story to tell. Tyson Fury is now your bad guy. The best boxer in the heavyweight division is your villain. Go with it. Like, it's part of the show, bro. Listen, if our boxers, this era is a bad boy era for the fact that we all got feelings about what these people do when it comes to injuring each other in a ring. Tyson Fury understands the game. He's like, before I give you all these classic fights, I'm going to do what Mayweather's doing right now and get my money. boy, let him get his money. I'm not fooled. I know Ndago's gonna get knocked out, get beat up, whatever. I know that there's better fights in the mid-tier range of the heavyweight divisions, anyways. Because that's a bit cloudy. Like, we're gonna get onto that. You know, you're gonna get onto that with me, anyways. But on the top level, Usyk's out here, Fury's out here. When that fight happens, that's gonna be an amazing fight. When Joshua v Wilder happens, it's gonna be an amazing fight. We're just waiting for fights to happen, and in between that waiting, these guys are trying to collect coin. That's the only way I can say it to you. These men are trying to collect the bag, and in between them making, you know, like what do you call it? Career making, historical, epic heavyweight fights. They're gonna make some change. So Tyson Fury's making his change. So it's not a good fight. Never is when you see a mismatch, but you know.
Business.
You're gonna watch it. Well, I'm gonna watch the highlights.
I'm not watching that.
I watched the highlights.
I'm boycotting it. So I already said it. I'm boycotting it. Like, I don't feel. Tyson
I like
Fury
that. Boycott
I do
it.
not feel Tyson.
Fight the
Fury,
power.
Like,
I
bro,
hear you.
That guy is a con. But like you said about mid-level, we have Joe Joyce versus Zhang. The rematch is there now.
It's a good fight.
Confirmed. I look forward to that fight.
I think Zhang's gonna win.
Yeah, Zhang will win again.
I think he's gonna win again. I was watching him. I might be wrong, guys. Guys, don't be coming out. Look, I don't know. We don't. That's why we're watching it. We don't know. If you know, then you know you should be making some bets and making yourself a millionaire. But I think from what I've seen skill wise, what I saw in the first fight, I went to go back to watch the Hrgovic fight. This Zhang guy, he's got skills, man. He's got skills. I can't.
Yeah, no, he done his thing. Southpaw, left hand, couldn't miss. Caught him, broke his eye socket.
I think they're gonna beat him up again.
Yeah, the thing about it, the problem is Joe. It's all down to Joe Joyce's defense.
Yeah.
If his defense is poor, then it's very unlikely that he's gonna do a mad thing.
And his defense is always poor.
Yeah,
That's Joe Joyce's weakness, is that he's porous.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? His defense is, is pregnable.
Yeah.
Very pregnable.
Yeah. Hit or get hit, or hit, then give out hits. It's like, all right, cool.
Block with your face, block with your body, block with every part of you.
Don't make sense. And I think...
But he's durable, though. He can take the licks.
Yeah, but you won't have a long career. His career is quite short in professional boxing, so...
It's true.
And he's on his way out, so...
It's true.
Also, the Dubois and Usyk fight has been announced, like you said. Mad. That's a big fight.
Good. Dubois, again.
What do you rate Dubois' chances?
Even Dubois, I saw Dubois on TV. He's like, yeah, it's a good fight, guys. He just listen, you guys don't understand. They're just kiting money.
Yeah, that one,
I don't know.
What do you think about Dubois being cashed out this early, though?
Listen, when Joe Joyce beat Dubois, my man had a clause in the contract where he's like, you have to sign for my promotional deal if you beat my guy. He beat his guy, signed for his promotional deal. And he looked at his guy and he was like, you know what? We need to up you quickly. That's what it is. But there's nothing wrong with that. It's the game, man. I mean, at the end of the day, I'd rather Dubois fight a good, hard fight against the best fighter in the world. From a competition point of view, it puts all things into his mind as to where his level is at in the game. And if he loses to Usyk, he can go in and ask for a fight for Wilder, maybe with Chisora. You know what I mean? Just go out and fight all the best guys and then enjoy your career like that. Do you know what I mean? Win, lose or draw. If you manage to surprise us all, I'll be very proud. Dubois, Dubois from the Energy Gate, so I appreciate him as a boxer. But he knows, they know, I know, you know, the audience, you know. He's winning that, guys. You don't even have to do boxing analysis. Like if I even say their name, you'd be offended. You'd be like, no. If I say, I think Dubois is gonna win that. I'll be on World Star Hip Hop, bruv. Yeah,
they'll definitely make you a meme.
They'll make me a meme. But if he does, I mean, I'll be there to celebrate. I'll be like, well done. But I just think man's too. There's levels.
Yeah, It's. I would say Dubois has a puncher's chance. That's what I'm going to say. And I'll only say that because at the end of the day, he is 6'4". He is a heavyweight. He is extremely strong. He definitely has a bang. He might just, bang, sleep, or,
Same way like a drunk man could see Floyd on a night out. And just
exactly.
Like, whoosh.
Exactly.
And then hit Floyd.
I get what you're trying to do.
I get it. Like, it can happen, bruv. It's possible. I'm sure someone has managed to hit somebody like
facts.
that. So it's not impossible. It's just, it's just the game, innit? It's the game. The game is probability.
Let's to lower the weight now. Our boys are fighting. Know who I'm talking about.
Right, that's the big one.
Obviously, we all know your team, Crawford.
We all know because you asked me, isn't it? And then I told you that I thought Crawford was gonna win. I'm not team Crawford. Listen, I like Spence. I just feel like Crawford is better, man. I can't lie to you.
I feel okay. Tell me why.
Okay, all right. This is where it gets real, innit? Crawford's proven it across multiple weight classes. Number one, yeah. That's simple. Spence has just about got his name up in his division after many years. Crawford took names out of divisions. You get it? Made names to where the young boys can come up off of those names because they got names off of what Crawford laid the path for. And then from a skill point of view is the adaptability. Spence fights the same way. I know how Spence fights. I'm looking at this fight more so from what's Crawford going to do about someone like Spence? Because I've analysed Spence. To analyse Crawford, it's a pointless task. Do you know how many different ways he beats people? Him against Postol. Postol was tall. He was rangy. He just boxed circles around him like Ali was on his toes. He fought a short, stocky Russian guy who kept coming forward, who could cut off the ring. He stood there in the pocket and banged him out, bro. He's knocked out guys orthodox. He's knocked out guys southpaw. He's hit guys with hooks. I've seen him uppercut people to sleep. I've seen him knock out people in multiple different ways, to the body, to the head. People quit. It's not, remember Lomachenko? Crawford's done Lomachenko. He's done a Spence job on somebody. He's done every type of job. He's done shoulder roll. He's done defense. He's got too many styles to him. And that's where I feel like where Spence has only got that one, everything's tidy.
Okay, let me interrupt you on that one. Because we've definitely spoken about when it comes to the style. And I think you said that you ain't seen Spence do another style, but it might be a situation that the style he has is very hard to beat. Do you get what I mean? So you see how, like, for example, the way Kaleno's fighting now, yeah? Like, you have to be, like, extremely elite to beat Kaleno now because he's such a sick counter boxer that, like, you have to be extremely good at boxing.
I'll be honest with you, yeah? I've always looked at Spence as beatable.
Okay.
I've never seen Spence and been like... I've always liked the way he boxes. I've always thought he's a good fighter. I've always thought he's been a very good fighter. I haven't got no issue with his fighting skills. He's elite. He's up there. He's one of the best. Everything he does it well. I've always felt that his feet weren't quick. I haven't felt like his feet have been very quick. I feel like he's been very sledge-footed. Similar to Canelo in that respect. The only difference is Canelo's learned how to stalk. I don't feel like Spence has had a reason to really chase anyone, really. I feel like everybody's fought has been happy to, get in the mix with him. And maybe that's to him. Maybe that's because of the way he fights. He maybe gives you that illusion that you can stand there and trade. But my thing is that I know how Spence fights. When I tell you about Crawford, I'm telling you this guy changes what he does. So I couldn't even tell you his style.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
If I know you're blue and someone's red, I can identify you. I can say you're blue. All right, there's a tactic for blue. We've seen the way to beat blue. Charlo is a blue. Remember, Charlo changed with Spence. And Charlo's already got an L in his record. So clearly there's a way to beat him. Lara's already been whooping Charlo, and I'm sure they're in the same gym. I'm not saying that he's been whooping Spence, but not whooping Charlo, but as in he's been giving work to them. Yeah. So clearly, they're workable guys. It's not like they're impossible to work against. Yeah. So my thing is that I know their style enough to where I feel like I know what fighters will give you problems.
Okay.
With this Crawford guy, I've seen him against a lot of styles, True. I've seen him against boxers, aggressive punchers. I've seen him against counter punchers. I've seen him against power punchers. I've seen him against big guys, small guys, quick guys.
Yeah.
I've yet to see Spence against an out-and-out boxer, Be real with you. And Errol Spence, in fighting Crawford, he's fighting a boxer.
Yeah, a purist.
Because you get me, Crawford's not a power puncher, although he's got more knockouts through championship fights currently.
Yeah.
But he's not known as a power puncher. He's just good at punching people where they sleep.
It's true.
So That's what I'm coming from with it.
Me personally, I'm gonna be real with you. I just think, plain and simple, Terence Crawford has pushed it too far in the sense of he's not a big guy, and I think what's gonna happen in that fight is you're gonna see the size difference, and he's gonna see the difference in punch power, and he's gonna be like, whoa, because I feel like it's giving me Teofimo Lopez, Lomachenko vibes.
I'll be real with you, yeah. Let me
what shocked everybody is the way Teofimo beat Lomachenko. As in, people are looking at him like, but then when you really look at it on paper, it's like, my guy's the bigger guy, one, and he's very good. And I feel like as you go up in weight class, it's not necessarily like Usyk has fought another Usyk. He's fought someone that actually is a lower boxing skill, but he lacks heavyweight benefits. Do you get what I mean? In the sense of power and all those everything. So I think it's a thing where Errol Spence doesn't need to be the same supreme as Terence Crawford in the sense of the boxing thing. I think the fight in combination with the boxing for Errol Spence will be a lot for Terence Crawford to handle in the sense of if he gets hurt in this fight, how does he recover? Because he ain't fought a killer like Errol Spence. You know what I mean? That's just my personal opinion.
You're right. He hasn't fought anyone like Errol Spence. But the thing that people are not seeing, and I've been telling people a long time, this is just in general, is that the lower weight fighters are better than the heavyweight fighters. There's only recent ones like this era of heavyweights where I can say, yeah, Fury and Usyk, your skill levels, if we put you down as a smaller man, you'll still hold up. Do you know what I mean? I'm screaming that it's clear to see that the lower weight fighters are better. The top elite lower weight fighters are better across weight classes because they prove it by moving weight classes. And Spence hasn't proven it by moving a weight class.
True.
Crawford has. Even Spence's...
I would argue his divisions were more stacked though. The welterweight division is more stacked.
Listen, the welterweight division is always stacked, yeah? But ultimately, I'll be honest with you, there's people that make it stacked. Crawford is making it stacked.
What do you mean?
So if Crawford never come to that division, we'll be looking at Ennis and Spence right now.
Yeah. Or
who else?
Furman.
Furman.
Let's skip that. Let's skip that.
Big up Furman though, but you know, like I get where you're coming from on that, but Pacquiao already beat Furman, and then Furman fought. I mean, and Ugas got the chance at Pacquiao, and then Pacquiao got beat by Ugas, so Ugas deservedly got beat by Spence. So by that time, after the Ugas fight, Spence would have been number one boy. I lie.
Yep.
In Spence's wildest dream, he never thought a lightweight would work his way all the way up to see him to come challenge for all of his belts.
No,
that's
but they've known about each other.
No, they've known about each other. But how can I know about you and you're two divisions below me?
True.
You have to think about. That's what was happening with Mayweather, bro. The same energy. Mayweather was a couple divisions below these guys. He was like, "Look, I want Oscar." They're like, "Bro, you're at this weight." He's like, "Look, I'll beat all of them boys." Like, that's the energy that you're getting from Crawford, bruv. He's a lightweight fighter who's come up to stop your little ride. This was supposed to be the Spence era in the welterweight division. He would have been waiting for Ennis and they would have been building. Now they're like, this guy, and he's even moved over from Top Rank to come see us. Hey, he's even beating my old enemies quicker and faster. The Porter thing, listen, if he never done what he done to Porter, I would have said, you know what, I don't think he can take on Spence. But when I saw him stop Porter and the way he stopped Porter, I was like, he can stop Spence like that. He can stop Spence like that. Because people ain't clocking, he's getting more knockouts in the welterweight division, number one. He never used to get knockouts like that. And I've been watching Crawford. He used to be a boxer. Like, there was really the dead guys who knock out. But anyone that was a decent level at that division is going 12 rounds. Mum's life, when I tell you them divisions are hard, I'm not lying to you, bro. Him fighting Gamboa was a tougher challenge. Even Tank will tell you how hard Gamboa is as a fighter, even with a chin. Because the lower weight divisions, it's a lot of skill, bro. Yeah. Even to get a knockout, you have to really be given the best straight and left. And Spence is a bad boy fighter. But when I saw what Crawford done as a lighter weight guy, you even said it in the car, you called Sean Porter middleweight because you knew Sean Porter in the amateur division, in the amateurs, was a middleweight. He used to fight people like Daniel Jacobs and that. Yeah. You know how big Porter is. This guy's knocked him down 3 times. Spence couldn't knock him down like that. How many times? 3 times to the point where they quit. And what round was it? Was it the 12th? It wasn't even the 12th. It was still you said a couple rounds. Like the 10th.
Yeah, 10th or 11th, something like that.
So
I might be wrong.
So I'm screaming that if Spence comes at it like that, I feel like they might put him away, bro. I can't lie. I feel like they might put, because people forget that Crawford. The only one thing I can say about Crawford and all the elite fighters that I'm noticing, and I can't lie, I'm a bit biased to this, and I might be wrong.
Yeah? We'll see the prediction.
But I might be wrong. I'm a bit biased to this. I'm a bit biased to this, but I believe right now this era of boxing is dominated by great counter punchers. I believe right now, if your counter punching game ain't like a Tank, or it ain't like a Mayweather or Canelo, then you're gonna have problems in this new era, because everyone's moving. The smart fighters are changing their style where they need to beat whoever they need to beat. So Crawford is like one of those type of fighters. But the one thing about Crawford that you can guarantee and you can predict about his ability to fight you is he will counter punch you.
Yeah.
So if you've got a very predictable style where you don't change your rhythm of fighting and you do the same thing, Crawford will start to beat you up in between your patterns. And that's what people ain't clocking at, as to what makes him a very good fighter. Is that the only thing you can predict about Crawford is he will start counter punching you. So if you're not able to change your method and the way you do things in the fight as the fight unfolds, you will become food. And that's what happened to Porter. Watch that fight with Porter again, and you realize that there's a point where Porter can't stop getting hit. He was frustrated because his dad was like, he's figured you out. He's figured you out. Once he figures you out,
he's just gonna start teeing off you, and that's it.
Yeah, but that's a good fight. That's a very good fight.
Wow. So I think we spoke about the majority of boxing news at the moment. What else is there?
Devin. Shakur.
You know what? Yeah, I don't really like talking about call outs, but
okay, yeah, fair enough.
But I will say about it, it's like I don't think Shakur's team are prepared to take that risk just yet because of the money demands.
Yeah.
Because I personally feel like it make a lot of sense for Shakur Stevenson to take the fight, because if he wins it, he's going to the moon with this. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, this gives him like 50-50 with Tank. This makes him be equal, you know what I mean, with them on a money thing. When Devin Haney offered him 25%, I looked at it and I was like, you know what? That makes sense. Because my man's unified, lineal, all of it. You can't try and dictate.
What happened is that, because I think just to keep the people up aware, Shakur was a champion in a division below.
Yep.
And he's still, when you've got a champion from a division below that moves up, you automatically get ranked with a certain belt. I'm not too sure which belt it is, but he's already ranked with a certain belt. So he is in line to fight and call it, because remember, my man's got all the belts. So he's now a contender that's ranked on him with other divisions. So it's a case of he has to either fight or vacate kind of thing anyways. Do you see it? So that's where I think negotiation wise, I think with them, I feel like they know the pattern. They're just all kind of just what's that word? They're all kind of like trying to like long off the drama of it all
and give it more market.
Exactly. I feel like they've all behind closed doors already talked about, if your son fights my son, what are the terms and what are the agreements, and they'll be like, all right, if you hit these certain numbers or you hit those certain numbers, then this is how the split. You know what I mean? I'm sure they probably already currently in talks now as well. I don't feel like these people are just one day in front of us all miraculously starting to negotiate fight terms and agreements. I feel like they've got a plan set out for their respective stables. I
will say these young guys, they're so clued up on the boxing business. Like how many of these young boys? Tank has his own promotion company. Devin Haney has his own. All of them do. Bud has his own. Who else has their own? Kaleno has his own. They all have their own brand and promotional side to it, where it's like the previous generation always relied on their Eddie Hearns or the Frank.
And it's because they're learning off them. They're like, so people like Canelo and like Tank were watching how these men operate their promotions, and they're like, "You're just promoting me. Why can't I just hire all these people myself and do it myself?"
Now they hire them just to be advisors on the promotion. So it's not like they're cancelling out.
No, of course. They're just saying,
Ellaby's the advisor for Tank.
Yeah, I'll pay
Still
you.
does
we're generating dough. You put me on. Like,
exactly.
Why don't I listen to you? You know what I mean?
So it's good. But we'll see in it. We'll see if that fight happens. I think we've spoken about most stuff in boxing. We're looking to make it more frequent because obviously there's a lot of boxing coming up. We might do a live watch along.
Oh, that's sick.
For the Errol Spence fight. So
That'd be sick. That'd be sick.
Look out for that. Hopefully we can sort
sick.
something out on YouTube.
That'd be a problem.
But yeah.
Yes, yes.
Is it? Boxing with the Mandem.
Much love, much love.
We're out. Peace.